My name is Tristan Gunn. I'm an immigration attorney and I work for the law office of Tapia-Ruano Gunn. I'm here to talk about the process called DACA. DACA is an acronym that refers to Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. So DACA was announced June 15, 2012. This process is an opportunity for individuals who are here in the United States without status, who do not have the legal permission to be here in the United States, to apply for the opportunity to defer any removal and to apply for a temporary work permission. So the first requirement is that they need to have been under the age of 31 on June 15, 2012. You need to have been under the age of 16 when you arrived in the United States, and you need to have lived in the United States, been physically present in the United States since June 15, 2007. You need to have reached your 15th birthday. So if you're 14 and under, even if you meet the other criteria, it's not yet time for you to apply. The United States Citizenship and Immigration Service won't accept your application. And you need to have gone to school. You need to have gotten a high school diploma. If you didn't get a high school diploma, you need to be involved in a process to get the equivalent, a GED program. You can also be eligible on this education requirement if you have been honorably discharged from the U.S. Armed Forces. Now, there are some things that will make you ineligible as well, and that has to do with arrests. So things like misdemeanors, felony convictions, that's going to affect your application. If you have any felony convictions, you are not going to be seen as eligible for this particular benefit. If you have what's called significant misdemeanors, you're not going to be eligible for this benefit. And it's important to know that significant misdemeanors, that's a term created by the Immigration Service when referring to special types of arrest. And there's a series of offenses that would consist of, in the eyes of immigration, significant misdemeanors. If you have 3 or more regular misdemeanors, then that's going to make you ineligible for deferred action for childhood arrivals. What are the benefits that you get when you apply for DACA and assuming you are approved? Well, for one, you get this temporary protection. Protection from what? Protection from deportation. Once you've been approved, once you have been approved for deferred action, then you have a protection from deportation, a deferment of deportation for 2 years. Now, this isn't status. You're not given lawful status as a DACA recipient. It's simply a temporary protection period where the Immigration Service cannot remove you from the United States. You're also given the opportunity to apply for employment authorization. So now I'm going to talk about what you need to file, or what do you use when you're filing for deferred action. There are 3 forms that are involved in this process. There's the form I-821D. That's the application for deferred action in and of itself. Then you will also be filing the form for the work authorization. That work authorization form is called an I-765. In addition, there is a 3rd form, or more accurately, a worksheet. And that has to do with determining whether or not you make a certain amount of money and what your expenses are, as far as immigration needs to know or is concerned. Once you file the application, from the day you file until you receive a decision, ideally it'll be between about 6 to 9 months. Now, that time period may change depending on how many applications the service received when you filed yours and how many individuals they have at the service center to actually work on these cases. It's not a specific time frame, it's not a hard time frame. It's the best guess we can give for how long your application might take. Once your application is approved, what you'll receive is an approval notice in the mail, and then shortly after that, or maybe around the same time, you should receive an employment authorization card, what we call an EAD card. It's important to note there will be a date of expiration on that card, and you should pay attention to that date. If you are interested and are eligible to file for a renewal application, to renew your DACA status, to renew your employment authorization status, you should be ready to file that application approximately 140 days before the date of that expiration. Now, again, I want to reiterate that this isn't legal advice, and it's certainly not a substitute to speak with an attorney about your options when filing such an application. If you are interested in filing an application for deferred action, we encourage you to seek legal counsel. You could call our office and schedule a free consultation with any one of our attorneys on this matter. You can find our phone number and address in the description section below.